vote. Adding to the storm are Mitch McConnell's recent comments that a national ban on abortion could also be coming if his party wins back control. Senate Minority Leader told USA Today if the leaked opinion became the final opinion, legislative bodies, not only at the state level, but at the federal level, could legislate in that area. So yeah, it's possible. It depends where the votes were. But today, several Republicans seem to pour cold water on legislative action, like GOP Senator John Cornyn on McConnell's leadership team, who says, I don't think it's really an appropriate topic for Congress to be passing a national law on. Joining me now, CNN senior political analyst and USA Today columnist Kirsten Powers and CNN political commentator Scott Jennings, a longtime political advisor to Senator McConnell. Scott, how do you interpret this?
I think Democrats are overreading what he said. If you read the entire article, he was simply saying that the decision, if it stands, returns the issue of abortion to our political venues. So that would be state capitals or Congress. What Kirsten said is true. They would have to have a filibuster-proof majority or a filibuster-proof number of votes to do anything. And so neither side has that. We're going to find out this week when the Democrats put their abortion bill on the floor, which is legislating the issue of abortion in a political venue. They don't have 60 votes. I don't think there'd be 60 votes for a national ban on abortion. And so ultimately, I don't expect Congress, frankly, to do much of anything because the Senate, it's hard to get 60 votes, for hot controversial topics like this. That's why ultimately I think the action is really going to be in the state capitals. You're already seeing states talk about what they plan to do or what they've already got in place in terms of trigger laws. But as it relates to the U.S. Senate, you got to have 60. And McConnell made a speech on the Senate floor today, once again, for the millionth time, reiterating he will not break up the legislative filibuster. There are Democrats who want to do it, but he won't do it, and I take him at his word.
So, but Scott, elections, the next election comes around, if the Senate changes significantly, is it something there might be wouldn't there be perhaps a groundswell among conservatives, pro-life conservatives, who would want, at the very least, to have Congress vote on this?
Oh, sure. Just like there's a groundswell of Democrats who want to vote on what Chuck Schumer's putting on the floor this week, which from the conservative viewpoint is pretty extreme on the left side of the abortion debate. So basically you've got people in both parties that want to do something that's, what many people would consider extreme, but there aren't 60 votes for either of these things. And so ultimately, if anything were to happen, it would probably happen more between the 40-yard lines. But most likely, in my opinion, state capitals is where you're going to see most of the action on this issue, if the opinion stands, which, of course, there's no guarantee that it will.
Scott?
Yeah, look, on this filibuster business, I know I'm like a broken record on this every time we discuss it. For 4 years, we had Donald Trump as the President of the United States beating on Mitch McConnell every day to end the legislative filibuster. If there were ever going to be a chance to end it, it would have been then, and they didn't break. Just today, he went down to the Senate floor and reiterated, we will not break the legislative filibuster. So, and his position on bringing up Supreme Court justices, by the way, in election years is a little more nuanced than Kirsten made it out to be. The reality is his position on this has never changed. During the Biden years, during the Trump years, all the Democrats in the Senate wanted to preserve the filibuster. Now that Biden's in, you got a lot of them that have changed their position. The only constant has been McConnell, who says, I don't want to do it no matter who the president is. And I think he won't.
Kirsten Powers, Scott Jennings, appreciate it. Thank you.